And we have this quality gurus and their key contributions. So here we will see some of these you can say entrepreneurs or mentors. They work a lot on the quality management, and we have to look forward that their contribution in industry as an organization, what sort of they having their workage. So we have to just start with Philip Crosby. He's first at Quality Guru, having that four absolute quality managements. Quality is conformance to requirements. Conformance means that something which is need to be meets the standards. Like I given you example that ISO and CMM. So if something is meeting with those credentials, something is meeting with those standards, then we say it's a conformance. So quality is something which should be meets with some of these standards as per the requirements. This is the first that thumb rule. Second one is quality prevention is preferable to quality inspection. So quality inspection is very important when we talk about that. Because of that, quality inspection is one of these things in which we may hold the quality. Zero defects is the quality performance standard. This is always there, but it's very hard to achieve because of zero defects means everything is excellent and about the services, about the production, right from the scratch till the end, it delivers to the customer. So in each and every process, if there is no defects, then we say it's a quality performance which having zero that defects. So this is also one of that thing. Quality is measured in monetary terms, the price of non-conformance. So means to say, if suppose your quality is not up to the standards, conformance means something which is following the standards, something which is following the given protocols. If it is not up to the mark, it means quality is measured in monetary terms. So that will be affected. So no one is going to be uh, sell, just purchase those services. Those don't have such kind of standards, or you may say that such kind of that guidelines it follows. So quality is measured in monetary terms, the price of non-conformance. Now here we have 14 steps to improve the quality. This is for the quality improvement. So we have to just go through what are the steps we have to follow once we talk about the quality improvement. We may say that management is committed to the quality right from the beginning. If we talk about that management is a, you can't say only the manager is the part of the management. Management means right from that top level till the end at the bottom level. You may include each and every person's role, and you will see that everyone is responsible when it comes across the quality important in terms of quality management. Now, management is committed to quality, and this is clear to all, whether it is floor person or whether it is official person. So it should be clear to all. Next one is the create quality improvement teams with senior representatives from all the departments. So if we talk about an organization, so we have to form teams of individual department for the improvement task. So create quality improvement teams with senior representatives, and as far as the team members are concerned, one or two people should be from the senior background. So they should have that experience that we may talk about. So this is important when we consider this thing, that what exactly once we just form those teams having senior representative, definitely we are looking for quality improvement as a team. So this is also a very important steps to follow. Next one that we may say is measure processes to determine current and potential quality issue. So see, process is something which is in execution, and we may say that this is important for us. 1 minute. Okay. this is important for us that we should have that quality standards. 1 minute. I'm just recalling that. So when we talk about that the measures processes to determine current and potential quality issues. So if we find that there are certain issues in terms of quality measurements, then we have to determine those. It may be some past issues that we may overcome in the current scenario, or it may be some current issues that will not be happen again in future work. So this is very important step. One minute. There is a disturbance because network connectivity. So let's we think about this, the measures, the processes to determine current and potential quality issues. The next one is the calculate the cost of poor quality. So if we have certain limitations and we see that these are the things that should remove from the processes in order to build a quality management, we have to just find the cost of that. Monitoring is very, very important. Next is the raise quality awareness of all the employees. So quality awareness of all the employees in terms of the technical knowledge, in terms of the marketing, that expectations, market knowledge, and in terms of self discipline of an employee. Because this is very important in any organization. If there is not a uniformity rule in which that employees are working, and they don't have that self confidence to work on that place, then definitely quality will be compromised. So employee satisfaction is one of the thing, and employee confidence is also very, very is a big factor. So raise quality awareness of all the employees. It means employee has to train himself for different technologies, trains, tools, so that he can face the challenges of the current scenario. If we are talking about the employee who is graduated 10 years back and he is or she is not learning anything, so how can you expect she will work for you in the current scenario? Especially in CS and IT industry, every day there is something new technology and something new with some tools and trends. So it's very difficult. So definitely quality awareness, it is individual factor that is important to improve. So this is also very important step. Next one is the take actions to correct the quality issues. If there are issues that senior representatives finds, definitely they have to take certain actions. They have to take certain, they have to just provide certain instructions that don't repeat these things again and resolve the quality issues if there are certain limitations. Next step is monitor progress of quality improvement. Establish a zero defect committee. So zero defect is always a big thing and it is really difficult to achieve. But yes, you have to build a team which is looking for that objective as well. So monitor, this is, we have that zero defects committee. Train employees in quality improvements if certain trainings are required. So in any industry, you find that training is mandatory nowadays because of something is new and your team is not aware about that new trends. So you have to make some training programs for them so they may get that knowledge of that particular trends and they work for you. Some of micro level companies, they don't have such facilities because of they have very limited resources. They have very limited size, even though nowadays for a large scale companies, those are already having their brand in the market. They have very less time to train their employees. If they hire some freshers, they do agree with the point, yes, you are fresher, but they will not give you 6 months or 1 year just for the training course. They will give you 1 or 2 months at max and just go with some projects module. So this is the trend nowadays happen. If you compare with 6 years back, for example, TCS and Infosys, they have that trends of 6 months training and just go with those freshers and just take all the assessments. But nowadays, this scenario is slowly but slowly it is going to change. Everyone wants a skilled person. Already you have that programming skills. Already you have those database skills. So they hire such people and they have better growth than rest of the other employees. So training is important, but now a scenario is very changed from last 5 to 6 years if you compare. Now, hold zero defects days. If in your services you find that these are some of those specific days where we just work 100% effectively and with the efficiency, then hold those zero defects days. It also brings motivation into a team, encourages employees. It's very important. Motivation is always very important. Encourage employees to create their own quality improvement goals. This is the point that correlate with this, raise quality awareness of all employees. So for the improvement perspective, yes, definitely employee, they have to reach those quality standards in terms of knowledge, theoretical and practical, both aspects. So these are some of these points. Increase employee communication with the management about obstacles to quality. So there should be a weekly meetings or there should be a monthly meetings with the senior representative so that you may come across with certain uh, to fulfill certain rules and to fulfill certain objectives. Recognize participants' efforts. This is also important. If anyone is working in a direction to improve the quality, definitely this is one of the thing that we have to looking forward to recognize the participants' efforts. If someone is really working nicely for a company, for an organization, you have to recognize that person and just encourage that person to do better in the future perspective. So this is also one of biggest step for quality improvement. Next is create quality councils. Councils are always working in that direction. It's a group of pupils who are already in that field for many years. They definitely their experience always brings in account when we talk about as an organization for a quality products and quality services. Do it all over again. Quality improvement does not end. It never ends. If someone says, okay, a zero defect is there, definitely our organization is following that quality management and it is 100% deployed in our industry or organization, but it never ends. It is continuous process. It is continuous process because your customers are always there that desire to be there with you in association if you have that quality as perspective. So these 14 points that covered by this person, Philip Crosby, and these are the absolute 4 quality measures of quality management. So in exams, it may ask about the quality gurus and their contribution. So you have to take some of these examples and you have to write all these points, elaborate those points. Now come to the next person, who is Dr. Edward Deming. He has a brilliant experience in the quality management. So Deming's 14 obligations of top management. First is create constancy of the purpose for the improvements of the products and the services and allocate resources to provide for the long range needs rather than only short-term profitability. So he focused on that rather than looking for the short-term profit, you have to go for lifelong profit mechanism. So it's a constancy. Constancy is something which is reliable. Its dictionary mean is reliability. You may faith. So create that reliable behavior, create faith in your employees of for the purpose, for the improvement of the products and services. This is big thing. If senior representatives, senior management, they don't have faith or they don't have that reliability about their employees, those are working under them, then definitely quality cannot be achieved. So you have to make that atmosphere in an industry or a company as a top representative of a company, that faith should be generated among each team members right from the top to bottom. For the improvement of product and services, allocate resources to provide for long range needs rather than only short term profitability. You can't compromise with your resources as well when you talk about the quality management. If you compromise with the resources, you purchase resources, those don't have that lifelong stuff, definitely you will compromise with the overall quality in long terms, because at the time, those resources will not work for you. You have to change resources again and again. So rather than taking this as a short-term goal, as far as profitability is concerned, you have to take it as a long-term goal. So products and services for the improvements and allocate resources, they may run for you for a longer period of time rather than for a shorter period of time, rather seeing that towards the shorter profitability. Next is that adopt a new philosophy. Yes, your philosophical background, it might change. Definitely, it is one of the thing that we should aware about. Uh, 1 minute. Yes. Okay. So we have to concern this point also, that adopt the new philosophy. We can no longer live with commonly accepted levels of delays, mistakes, defective materials, and defective workmanship. Defects are always a part of ignorance. We have to ignore them. We cannot live long with them when we talk about the top management and we talk about the quality management. So some of these examples are levels of delays, mistakes, errors, defective materials, defective workmanship. So these all are the limitations and we have to exclude them. This is also one of that obligation from the top management according to the adverse damming. Next one is the cease dependencies on mass inspections to achieve quality. Cease means to end. So quality is achieved by building quality into the product in the first place. So building quality in the product in the first place. So dependency on mass inspections to achieve the quality. So dependency on each other is okay. It's the human nature that we something which is in audit mode. So definitely we have to deal with the things where we can say that less dependency is required. So everyone has clear cut idea about his or her responsibility, his or her role in the company. So you may work and you can say in autonomous manner. So this is important term. Next is and the practice of the avoiding business on the basis of the price tag alone. The aim is to minimize total cost, not merely initial cost, and establish long-term relationship with suppliers to develop loyalty and trust. Loyalty is a very, very important term. Loyalty and trust, as I explained you here also. So this is one of the thing. Those are your suppliers from last 2 decades. You never want to lose them. Same happened with the employees as well. Japan is wonderful country for that. Japanese workers, they always dedicated for their industry, their organization. Once they join right from the age of 22, they work for the same company up to 60 years or 70 or 80 years. That's why Japan's, they face lots of problem, but they come with just more strength and they just fulfill all the expectation of the country and their citizens. So Japanese employees are very loyal and trust. Same happened with here. We have example of the suppliers. So those are your suppliers. You right from the beginning, you don't want to just lose them. So, and the practice of avoiding business on the basis of price tag only. One point is also there that to minimize the total cost, not merely the initial cost. So in the development of the product, you never want that you just go with some of the initial cost, you just cut short and you say, okay, this is our achievement, because you have to just bring that in focus, that overall cost during the development of a product or whole process of manufacturing, that should be reduced. That should be our aim. This is also one of that point which is very important for the improvement of the quality. Next is we talk about next point. So here we have that improve constantly and forever, that every process for planning, production and service, it is management's job to work continually on improving total system. So management having that manager and his team, his co-workers. So definitely you may say that management's jobs to work continually on improving the total system, total system. We are talking about the floor person. We are talking about a person who is sitting in a cabin and working for a company, working for industry. So this is that one of point that important once we just go for the improvement of the quality. So this is also important. Institute training on the job for all, including management to make better use of every employee. New skills are required to keep up with changes in product and processes. Nowadays, manual work is maximum manual work is obsoleting. Uh, People are using automatic tools. They are using automatic machines. So day by day, technology is just enhancing. And people, those are working in a company, those are working in a specific organization, they have to just improve their skills as well. This is very similar as we have discussed for a previous person. He is also focusing towards that, the continual awareness of the quality improvement. That should be for individual. So this is also important. Institute training on the job, as I discussed, this is the responsibility of the management as well, and you may say the company as well, just train their employees in order to achieve that success. Adopt an institute leadership that aimed at helping people to do a better job. So leadership aimed at helping people to do a better job. This is the responsibility of a manager, manager, senior representatives. If someone is lacking in confidence while working for a company, definitely your responsibility to identify such persons and improve their confidence, motivate them, work for a company. That company is for you. You are a family person of this company. So definitely adopt an institute leadership aimed at helping people to do a better job. Management must ensure that immediate action taken on issues that are detrimental to quality. Now see one thing. Suppose any employees who want to resign from the company, and if manager uh, has not that such sound relationship with that person, so he may join some other organization and leaks all the sensitive information of the previous organization. So this is that big problem with any organization. So bonding is very, very important for improvement with the employees. Drive out fears so that everybody may work effectively and more productively for the company. What type of fear? Someone having that in mindset of that, okay, I may fear, I may just kick out from the company any day. ये होता है किसी को ये लग रहा है कि कंपनी में कोई स्टेबिलिटी नहीं है, कोई इंश्योरेंस नहीं है, मेरा कोई एश्योरेंस नहीं है। जब तक ठीक है, मैं ठीक काम कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है, मेरी हेल्थ ठीक है, बट वंस आई एम नॉट ओके ड्यू टू एनी रीजन, आई company might say that and they will just kick out me from the company. तो वहां पे प्रॉब्लम होती है जहां आपकी स्टेबिलिटी का इशू आ जाता है, एम्प्लॉय की स्टेबिलिटी का इशू आ जाता है, तो कितना भी अच्छा एम्प्लॉय होगा उसका कॉन्फिडेंस लूज कर जाएगा, क्योंकि ही इज वर्किंग डे एंड नाइट फॉर द कंपनी बट नॉट एश्योर अबाउट हिज पोजीशन एंड हिज स्टेबिलिटी इन द कंपनी फॉर लॉन्ग पर्सपेक्टिव। तो वहाँ पे कहीं ना कहीं वर्क करने की ज़रूरत होती है। उसके अलावा मॉनिटरी कॉस्ट भी होते हैं, फाइनेंशियल इश्यूज भी होते हैं, फैमिली इश्यूज भी होते हैं। यू हैव टू जस्ट make sure that these things not come once you are at your working place. So this is very, very important when we talk about this. Next is the break down the barriers between the departments and the staff areas, that everyone must work together to tackle the problems that may be encountered with the products or the services. तो वो barriers जितने भी हैं आपके, at the department level, at the staff areas, you have to identify them and just remove them from the process. So this is one of the things which is very, very important. Now come to the next point. Eliminate slogans and exhortations. What do you mean by exhortations? Exhortation is something in which you can say the reliability point of view, and you may order someone and he or she is okay. Okay, I will fulfill this objective. So you are just in faith of that person that yes, this person will do the task for me. If I am giving some task, he will just complete those tasks. This is one of the thing that exhortation is working in that direction. So eliminate the slogans, that is work, force as they create the advisorial, that relationships. Bulk of the causes of the low quality and productivity belong to the system that lie beyond the power of the workforce. So this is also one of that point which is obligation of the top management. Next is eliminate the arbitrary numeral targets. Some companies just decide their task at the beginning. Okay, these are those targets. Mainly we work with the marketing company. They're having that stuff that they just give their employee, this is the sale point you have to achieve at the end of the month, but it's very difficult. We are human beings. We can't predict next 30 days for us. How can we survive in a company because of that the working environments, or nowadays there is a pandemics. So this is very difficult if you assign. Yes, targets are important, but the thing is this, you have to just work according to the that okay, these are the pandemics. You can't say this is normal days working. So you have to assign the targets according to that. अभी पैंडेमिक में कोई नॉर्मल डेज जैसा टारगेट दे देगा तो प्रूव नहीं हो पाएगा, क्योंकि वो जो इंडिविजुअल है वो अपने घर पे बैठा हुआ है. So eliminate the arbitrary numeral targets for the workforce and the management that substitute the acts and the helpful leaderships in order to achieve the continual improvements. Next is remove barriers that rob the pupil of the pride of the workmanship. So these are very, very important points. Increase the education, same thing. And top managements, that permanent commitments, all these things are important. Next is Armin Fekbaum. He has having some things. One is develop total quality control philosophy. So total quality control philosophy is one of the thing that he just want to very early. Preeti Sharma, you have to be on the time. If your network problem is there, please make sure that there should be your presence for a lecture, because these points, once you understand, you may write your own. So this is some of these points you have to make your text notes as well. So Dr. Ammons Feigenbaum developed total quality control philosophy. Quotes, there is a quote given by this person: quality is everybody's job. It's not only manager job, it's not only peon jobs, it's everybody job. But because it's everybody job, it can become nobody's job without the proper leadership and organization. This is the quote that is given by Armand, Dr. Armands. It's everybody job, but it's because it is everybody's job, it can become nobody's job without the proper leadership and organization. So manager role is in the circuit. You may say its leadership should be a very, very strong, and clarity should be there among all the employees of the company and organization. So steps to quality leadership is required, modern quality technology, and the organizational commitment. These are the 3 points covered by Dr. Arman in order to improve the quality. Next is Dr. Koryu Ishikawa. So he is also a quality guru and known as father of Japanese leads. So I have already given you one of that country that Japan employees are very, very loyal to their companies, and you may say, and they work for a single company entire lifetime. Indians are not like that. If you visit in some of those areas of Noida and Gurgaon, you will see at the lunchtime they visit for a company interview, and then they rejoin same company after lunch. So this type of mostly freshers do such kind of things. So they have their CV and resignation in their pocket most of the time. So when they get 1 and 2 hours time, They just visit nearby company and just appear for the interview. And once interview is over, they come back to the company and starting work for that. So freshers generally do have that tendency because of there will be an increment of 5 to 10,000 in a salary. But I think if you, as a fresher, if you are working for a company, whether it is medium scale or it's a large scale, you should work for at least 1 to 2 years. Then you may start for switch, because that stability is also one of the key attribute that everyone looks for. If you just join a company and left that within a 2 months or 3 months, no one is going to just make that faith in you, because you are interviewing for some other company. Those HR also looking that you are coming after 2 months time. So such things happen in a negative direction sometimes also. So at least 2 years, at least 1 years you have to just work for a single company, and then you may switch if you find better options. So known as father of Japanese quality control efforts, and established concept of company-wide quality control, that the participations from the top of the bottom of an organization and from the start to the finish of the product life cycle. The started quality circles, a bottom-up approach, members from within the department and solve the problems as continuous basis. The fishbone diagram is also called Ishikawa. That diagram is called owner, and introduce concept that the next process is your customer. So he's Japanese person, so having wonderful that confidence in the customers, in the members, and in the loyalty, and you say faith in their employees. So these are the steps to follow for the quality management. Next person is Joseph Juran. So he's talking about that quality planning, which is financial budgeting, create process that will enable one to meet the desired goals. So quality planning directly focus on the financial issues and budgeting. Next is the quality control, that having that cost control, which is monitor and just the process. Then the quality improvement, profit improvements, moves the process to better and improve the state of the control through projects. Key points of Juran's approach to quality improvements: create awareness of the need of the quality improvements, make quality improvements everyone's job, create infrastructure for quality improvements. This is also key concerns. Train the organizations in quality improvement techniques, review progress that towards the quality improvement regularly, recognize the winning teams. Actually, when you compare such persons, that psychology behind the quality improvements, you will find each and every point is common. So yes, approach is same, and most of the time that goal will be same, because everyone is looking for quality improvement. Recognizing the winning teams, institutionalize quality improvements by including the quality, concentrate on both external and internal customers. So this is very important. Customers are important for any organization, whether you are working with micro scale, you are working with medium scale, or you are working for some of those large scale companies. Walter Shewhart, controls charts are widely used to monitor processes. Problems are framed in terms of special cause, assignable cause, and common cause. So this is that PDCA, which stands for Plan, Do, Check, Act, which is father of statistical quality control. This question is very nice. May ask in some interviews that who is father of statistical quality control? So your answer should be Dr. Walter Shewhart. Plan is what changes are desirable, what data is needed. This is the plan. Do is carry out the change or test decided upon. Check, observe the effects of the change or the test. Act, what we learn from the change should lead to improvements of activity. And he is considered, Walter Shewhart, considered as father of statistical quality control. It is widely used to monitor processes. Problems are framed in terms of special cause and common cause. This cycle is known as PDCA, which stands for Plan, Do, Check, Act. So what changes are desirable under the plan? What sort of data, what sort of training data is required for you? Next is do, that carry out the change or test decides upon. Next one is to check that observe the effects of the change or the test. Once you are performing certain tests, what sort of effects are there? So you have to make sure that some checking mechanism over there, and then the actions, what we learn from the change should lead to the improvements of the activities. So this is also like Dr. Walsh-Shaver having this approach of PDCA. You may write in the exams if it asks. So these are the things Ganis talks she. The lack of quality should be measured as a function of deviation from the nominal value to the quality characteristics. This quality is best achieved by minimizing the deviation from the target. Means to say you have to just minimize the error. Something is you have computed and something you desire to be happen. There should be some difference. If there is a difference, then you have to just minimize that difference. ये वैसा ही हो गया कि कोई computed value था और कोई आपका डिजायर वैल्यू था जो कि आना चाहिए था, टारगेट वैल्यू था कुछ, तो टारगेट वैल्यू और कंप्यूटेड वैल्यू में अगर डिफरेंस आ गया तो वो एरर होती है, और उस एरर को आप कैसे रिमूव करोगे? जो कंप्यूटेड रिजल्ट है वो टारगेट के पास पहुंचना चाहिए, तभी वो जो डिफरेंस है दोनों के बीच का वो कम हो पाएगा। तो ये उसी के ऊपर इन्होंने बात की हुई है। सिस्टम डिजाइंस के ऊपर बात की हुई है, प्रोटोटाइपिंग्स, असेंबली, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्रोसेस जो कल बताए थे, पैरामीटर डिजाइंस है, टॉलरेंस डिजाइंस हैं, इन सब के ऊपर इन्होंने बात की हुई है। तो ये कुछ क्वालिटी गुरुज हैं, इनके कुछ अपने थॉट प्रोसेस थे जिस पर इन्होंने काम किया, कुछ इनके ऑब्लिगेशंस थे, उनको इन्होंने इंक्लूड किया। देयर आर सर्टेन रूल्स दैट वी हैव सीन टुडे, जिसके बेसिस पे इन्होंने क्वालिटी को इम्प्रूव करने के तरीके बताए, एंड दे ऑल्सो फॉलोड दैट थिंग्स in their entire tenure. तो एग्जाम्स में ये क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, you have to take some of these persons points and you have to just write down literature type of question. So I will share this with you. You have to just gone through and try to implement at least 2 or 3 rules for the quality improvement of yours also. क्योंकि यहाँ पे इंडिविजुअल इंप्रूवमेंट की बात भी की गई है। क्वालिटी मैनेजमेंट का मतलब यही नहीं होता है कि कंपनी का इंप्रूवमेंट, क्वालिटी मैनेजमेंट का मतलब ये भी होता है जो उस कंपनी में एम्प्लॉय काम कर रहे हैं वो अपने को कितना इंप्रूव कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि कंपनी उन्हीं एम्प्लॉय से मिलकर बनी हुई है। वो अच्छा काम करेंगे, कंपनी के प्रोडक्ट्स सेल होंगे, कंपनी की सर्विसेज सेल होंगी, कंपनी के कस्टमर बढ़ेंगे, एंड ऑफ द डे जो रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट है डेफिनेटली आपको वो ज़्यादा मिलेगा। तो ये आपके कुछ पॉइंट्स थे। Thank you very much. I will share these slides with you. Have a nice day.